And instead of using the F word for Munir, who he hosted in the White House, he should be using the F word for, for Pakistan, not Israel. Brigadier Avivi, are you surprised by what Trump has been saying?
No, I must say that I think that the actions of President Trump has made this world much, much safer. I think that the decision to attack the nuclear sites saved the world from a nuclear war. But not only that, it also brings back U.S. to really global leadership, deterrence, by the way, towards the Chinese who were contemplating invading Taiwan, and towards Russia with its continuous aggression in Europe. And the message President Trump says, I stand with the allies, but I accept the allies to do their job. And Israel did an amazing job. Israel launched an attack and brought the Iranian regime on its knees in 12 days. We did it in the past in 6 days. Now we did it in 12 days.
Okay.
But against a huge country. And I can say
so,
that...
Brigadier Avivi, let me ask you this. Is there a ceasefire? Because I can't see. The ceasefire is only on the post, that exists on Truth Social.
I want to emphasize, the Iranians surrendered completely. They wanted to do a war of retaliation, and we managed, on one hand, to reach all our goals. We destroyed, with the US, the nuclear sites. We destroyed all their industries of producing ballistic missiles, and we created the terms for a change of regime, hitting very, very hard this regime sites and symbols. And they were so desperate, they were willing, after 12 days of being hit, doing a ceasefire, and at the moment...
Okay, so you believe there is ceasefire, and Donald Trump must be thanked for this. Major Arya, help us decode this genius called Trump.
Thank you, Pranesh, for inviting me. Two things. I would disagree with the gentleman from Israel, and also the gentleman from the United States of America. I think Operation Midnight Hammer was very well executed. It's brilliant, and we saw American military power in its glory. Having said that, it's a job half done. As I often say, it is about intent and capability. You might have severely dented Iran's capability, either of making a nuclear weapon or ballistic missile, or marrying the two, fusing the two. You may have done that. There is no doubt about that. This is severely damaged, but the intent remains. And unless there is a regime change in Iran, that intent will remain. After all, what is a nuclear weapon? It is knowledge. It is knowledge. We had, I think, Medvedev or somebody from Russia very recently made a comment that there are people who are ready to give an atom bomb to Iran. Now, that may be a threat. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, unless you have Ayatollah out of reckoning, unless you have this evil tyrannical regime in Tehran out of reckoning, you destroyed their nuclear sites. Good for you. Don't you think China is going to help them again? Russia is going to help them again? North Korea, Pakistan, help them again? They'll take 10, 15 years. They'll take 10, 15 years and they'll again have a bomb. They know how to make a bomb. That's the basic issue. So the people who basically made the bomb or brought it up to 62% or 60% enrichment and were going to take it up to 90 or 92% where it would be weapons grade, those people are still existing. That leadership is still existing. I mean, you killed some of their scientists, sure, but I'm sure they have other scientists also. I'm sure they can get technology from Pakistan. Pakistan has done it in the past. China has done it in the past. So, I mean, what stops? What is the guarantee? Okay, ceasefire, okay. Let's assume that Israel and Iran stop shooting at each other, and let's say for the next 6 months or 1 year, there is an absolute, this peace in the Middle East and everybody's hunky-dory. Then what? What is the guarantee that Iran will not make a nuclear bomb again? Because the people, their intent is still alive. Khamenei is still there. His team is still there. The core is still there. And they'll again chase the atom bomb. Because what is their aim? What is their problem? They wish for the Israeli state not to exist. That is the entire intent. And unless you remove this leadership, unless there is a regime change, the sword will always hang over Israel. And this is what they should aim for.
Ambassador Gunter, Trump, in the campaigning, before he won the elections, he had said that, US will not engage anymore, criticize military intervention, etc., etc. And then comes this strike on Iran. Now he wants a Nobel Peace. What is going on, sir?
Quite frankly, he deserves one. They gave a prize to Barack Obama for doing absolutely nothing, zero, making the world a more dangerous place. We're all familiar with the Abraham Accords. Who thought that we would have 4 Arab countries making peace with Israel? He is the peace president. And what he did was brilliant. And we will see the results of that. The world is a safer place. Israel's a safer place. And his objectives were accomplished. Number 1, eliminating Iran's nuclear capability. Check that off your list.
Okay.
Secondly,
Ambassador
severely
Ganta, let
limiting
me ask you, a simple question. If Donald Trump was in office after 9/11, would he be engaging with Osama bin Laden or bombing bin Laden and his patrons?
Well, it's a great question. I will refer you to ISIS. I remember Barack Obama saying, oh, wow, it's going to take 10 to 20 years to get rid of ISIS. I know the people that eliminated ISIS. President Trump originally said he eliminated ISIS in 90 days. It took 30 days. And from president to president to president.
But Ambassador Ganta, look what Trump is doing with people who backed and sheltered Osama bin Laden. He was found in Pakistan. Have you forgotten that?
What's your question? I don't understand your point. I'm sorry.
Where was Osama bin Laden found, Ambassador Ganta? In Pakistan. Why is Trump soft on Pakistan? Why is he engaging with a rogue military, an established rogue state?
Well, without answering your question directly, I'd like to say this. If you want to make peace around the world, if you want to have, you have to have a relationship. And Donald Trump, in the art of the peace deal, means you have to have a dialogue. You have to have a relationship. He's not there to judge these people. He's there to make peace and make relationships.
Okay, not there to judge people. He's there to engage with terrorists. Says a lot about Donald Trump and his, campaign managers, advisors, etc., etc. We've run out of time, but hopefully in the next few days, we will have more opportunities to discuss this in greater detail. Sushant Sareen, Major Arya, Ambassador Gunter, and Brigadier Avivi, thank you for joining us on Times Now. A short break, viewers. Lots more lined up on the News Hour with Navika Kumar.